iPods 101. How do we use them? Kindergarten style. Welcome to iPods 101. How do we use them? Kindergarten style. We have all seen this well-known device called an iPod before, but today a bunch of wonderful kindergartners and myself are going to show you how to successfully and safely use them in a kindergarten classroom. This funny-looking box is where Miss Cleasetel keeps our iPods safe every day. When the boys and girls are not using them, Miss Cleasetel puts the iPods in here to charge them and keeps this box locked so that nobody but Miss Cleasetel's class can have fun with our iPods. Here is what the inside of the box looks like. Look at all of those iPods. Those red and green lights let Miss Cleasetel know which ones are charging and which ones are ready for the boys and girls to use. There is just one little problem. My friends can't reach inside this big box. Problem solved. This basket is much easier for us to use, and it holds all of our iPods when we are ready to use them. So now we can just reach in and grab any iPod we find, right? Wrong. Miss Cleasetel has labeled each iPod with a number, and every student has been assigned their own iPod. Whenever we use them, the students know which is theirs by finding the iPod with their number. Miss Cleasetel has placed all of the charged iPods in the basket, and we are ready to go. When Miss Cleasetel calls our iPod number, we come to the iPod basket, reach in, and take the iPod with our number on it. Make sure to check the number so that you don't take the wrong iPod by accident. Once you get your iPod out of the basket, walk it back to your seat, place it on the table, and wait. Now that you have your iPod, it's time to turn it on and get started, right? Wrong again. With all 25 of my students using their iPods at the same time, that could get pretty noisy. We still have one more thing we need before we can get started: headphones. Just like the iPods, Miss Cleasetel has labeled everyone's headphones with the same numbers. Everyone's headphones are kept in bags that have their names and iPod number on the front. The headphones are kept in numbered baskets in groups of 5 so that they are organized, which makes it easier for everyone to grab their headphones quickly. After we get our iPods, Ms. Cleasetel calls the students back up by basket number to get our headphones. Now that we have all of the equipment we need to use the iPods, it is time to finally get started. The first thing we do is take our headphones out of the bag. Next, we plug them into the iPods. We do this before we turn them on so that when we turn them on, there are no loud noises. Headphones plugged in, now we're ready to turn on the iPods. Press and hold the silver button on the top right corner until you see the white apple appear on the screen. We are finally ready to have fun and explore with our iPods. But like always, there are a few simple rules that we need to follow when we are using these precious tools. The first rule is that we must stay in our seats while we are using our iPods. Standing up or walking around could lead to an accident, and we want to make sure that this doesn't happen so that every boy and girl gets to use their iPod. The second rule is that we need to use our iPod and our iPod only. Every friend has their own iPod for a reason, and you should not need to touch or use anyone else's. Time is up. Time to clean up. Follow these simple rules to make sure that the iPods get put back safely and neatly. Step 1. Take off and unplug your headphones. Step 2. Place your headphones neatly in the bag. Step 3. Wait for Ms. Cleasetel to call your iPod number and bring your headphone bag to the basket. Place your bag in the basket that has your iPod number on it and return to your seat. Step 4. Wait for Ms. Cleasetel to call your iPod number and place it in the basket. That's it. You've successfully learned how to use and take care of an iPod.